So this is the chaga broken up into chunks. The cork is actually bigger than this usually when we get it from the gatherer up in Wasilla, Alaska. And so we just broke that down actually with a hatchet because it is, as you're about to hear, a little hard to grind. So this is a brand new Ninja on its first trial run, and it draws so much amperage we have to power this off the inverter. So here it goes. Good little Ninja. So that was about 300 milliliters, and we were looking to get 500 milliliters of chaga, which is roughly 2 cups of the chunks. There we are, right around 500 milliliters. So the chaga is a really powerful antioxidant, and it's used in Chinese medicine.
Show the bag.
What's that? Okay, this is red reishi we get in bulk from Japan, actually. I think this one's growing at. But there are now suppliers, I think, growing them in Washington. So this is again about 2 cups. So each handful is about a cup. I kind of break them up because those again are hard to grind. They're very leathery, whereas the chaga is kind of more like gravel. The mushroom smoke. So one more handful will be our 2 cups of reishi. And we're a little bit shy, so we'll add a little more because we should have 1,000 milliliters. So one more short handful of reishi. Filming. Okay. So we're going to set that aside while we grind our cacao beans. We got a nice 1,000 milliliters now. New Ninja did well. Set that right there. So we'll start with the cacao. I like to use the whole beans, and put 2 cups of cacao in there. And the cacao aids the mushrooms as a time release, so it doesn't hit our systems too fast, because some things like the turkey tail mushroom that we're going to add later can really be a shock to the stomach. So the cacao seems to buffer that effect. Check and make sure all the beans ground up. You can use cacao nibs too. We used to use nibs, but I like to keep the botanicals as intact as possible until you grind. And we add a little bit of coffee for flavor, but if you prefer not to put coffee, you can leave this step out. And that is just, that's a 1/3 cup, so I'm going to leave a little less. I wanted a 1/4 cup, but I'll just kind of back that one down. And we found this at a local roaster here in Green Bean, and just a 1/4 cup of that really adds a burst of flavor. And then we've got a 1/4 cup of lion's mane. And the lion's mane is for cognitive, for increasing brain activity, brain health. Cordyceps, which are amazing for the immune system, overall health. And again, 1/4 cup. Turkey tail, which we also gather locally. These grow up on the dead hemlock trees here. And turkey tail, we go a little more generous on that one, so I'll go that full 1/3 cup. Actually, we have been doing a 1/2 cup of turkey tail, so I'm going to boost that up to 1/2 cup. And we had also increased cordyceps to a 1/2 cup. I forgot that step and just glanced at our newest recipe. So, a little bit more cordyceps. And then the last ingredient is turmeric. And all of the mushrooms act as anti-inflammatories. And turmeric is a strong anti-inflammatory, as you probably know, but cancer causes a lot of inflammation. Most diseases cause inflammation, and that's the real damaging effect on us. And
stress most of all.
Yep. You got to be careful with turmeric, because we learned early on in formulating this recipe that turmeric can just flat out overpower it. And then we'll add back in our chaga and reishi. There it is. Our daily grind.